the mid and late game.
If I'm not mistaken, the majority of the ganks are aimed at bot, right?
Yes, it is actually.
They like to focus their bot lane.
And it's really
And
good too
Fizz,
because the Jinx Janna is a fairly passive lane, but with an enabler.
Oh,
yeah,
Fizz is stopping the Sion execute.
but Kassadin is there to like say, nope, not today.
But Fizz didn't miss it as much that for doing that.
Yeah.
But
Here in
Sion's
bot lane,
missing
you
a
have,
lot. But Sion's
oh yeah,
missing a lot at that.
yeah. He kind of hesitated for a bit. Like the stall was okay to a certain extent.
And he didn't even die, right?
So bot lane with the early level 2, but Janna is still level 1, so it still remains to be seen if they have a good advantage over this.
But they're the ones jumped out, that's the problem.
Yeah. Lucian going in and doing a lot of damage to Jinx. Jinx retaliates with a W but doesn't get that much damage.
So bot lane getting pretty exciting. Both Lucian and Braum are level 2, while the Janna remain at level 1, and just level to
There's a
level
level
2.
2.
Top lane is pretty even, except Sion has a less mana available, so Vladimir's gonna start to have an advantage. Meanwhile, Lee Sin's going bot lane, gonna get red and probably gonna start ganking bot lane as well, because the lanes are pushed.
Gragas is making a room for either Lost Scuttle or... And it's just a Scuttle, never mind.
In top lane, Sion just pushed Vladimir away. He almost got a kill, but he wasn't near enough to do any more damage after landing his Q.
Without the flash,
So
there
the
isn't
Lee
really
Sin
much
is at
of a burst
bot
kill.
and was about to run into the Lucian.
He was on top of forward.
Yeah, he was spotted by the Lord.
TP down on Vladimir.
Braum with a little bit more of an aggressive approach. Nice chompers by the Jinx, which stifles a lot of their aggression.
I
The
think
Dragon's
Matis-
about to make a move at mid. I think this is a really important late again, considering Kassadin doesn't have much of an escape. The body slam
the
hits a
the
creep,
flash body
which
slam
fails.
is-
Right? But that doesn't really matter because
they
there's
got
just so much
the
sticking
they got
power.
the flash, but
Oh, the Lee Sin goes in with the counter gang. Gragas body slams out.
Nothing's gonna happen from this. The important thing to note is that Kassadin burned the flash despite Gragas missing his, and the Gragas has a flash down.
but the thing is, Fizz is low after that gank.
Yeah. I think Fizz kind of forced a trade after the jungler were away. Since, Kassadin has his Q with the magic resist. I mean, the magic reduction system, then it's gonna go well in his favor.
Yeah, and Kassadin has a lot of pots on himself now, which means that he was able to just regen off that one skirmish and then get back in for some CS and harass. Because right now, he's 10 CS up the Fizz, well 9, but you get the point.
Nice.
What's surprising to me is they opted into this matchup of picking Fizz into the Kassadin, despite knowing this advantage.
Exhaust are the reset, but he still goes for the Lucian. A lot of damage, he'll flash burn, but
Get out.
nothing more, yeah. A thing to note though was they didn't get the pop the Braun passive on Lee Sin despite it being at 3 stats, so it would have been good and it might have saved summoners on the blue side.
And there's
And
a
we have a
pause.
pause.
So, gold leads.
So across the board, there's a really big advantage towards the mid lane, and that might count towards Kassadin building his row earlier.
But Lee Sin has is behind in gold compared to Gragas.
Yeah, that is true. And Gragas is already getting started on early game control. As you can see, he has a pink ward, and I'm pretty sure
He
he's
has a
going to
pink
go to
ward.
the Dragon side river area.
Okay, so we have a shout out to Zen, who says he is still Poggy and is still the Lee Sin Lord.
Shots fired. Good venue.
Okay,
Let's
shout
prove
out
him wrong.
1KS Merlin. I love you, Modus. It's nice to see homosexual couples being more prevalent these days.
Like, a lot of us, I think, are very good supporters of the LGBT rights.
That might explain what happened to in the earlier.
Okay, so to all the viewers out there, spread word. It's Twitch TV/Ateneo LCS. This stream will be up on YouTube. Do not worry. We'll get to that quite soon. Hopefully, we'll be able to cover most, if not all the games. We're currently looking for people who are willing to stream and people who are willing to contribute their graphic design skills. Any of you who are interested, please comment. Please comment on the current stream post
On the group.
on the group or PM Jun Angelo Sunglao. He is our taskmaster. We thank him for organizing this.
The Ateneo LCS.
Yeah, the Ateneo LCS. It's been quite stressful for him, and it's been a little bit stressful for a bunch of us, but I do hope that you enjoy our streaming efforts to promote a more competitive environment in our small community of Atenean gamers.
Shoutout from Erica. Amo Kyun when I love you Oni-chan. Okay.
No, you gotta say
Okay.
it differently, man. You gotta put some emphasis into it, like.
I love you Oni-chan.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Do that.
Oh
I
God!
can't do that.
Okay, we have to pay attention to the current CS difference.
Okay.
Right now, despite the red side having a really aggressive start, they're down in CS. And that's a huge problem because Lucian is not gonna scale as well as a Jinx, especially if it's a Jinx with a Janna support around her. Hey, no, it's because the Lucian was, hey, gotta take it easy, pal.
Like, I have to admit, at bot lane, I saw that the Braum and Lucian did take a lot of aggressive steps, but a bunch of them were stifled by Jinx Chompers, Janna Shield, Janna Tornado, you name it. Like, it was just there, and they always had an answer. So we'll see how that plays out in the
Right now
Seems
at
like-
bot lane though, the Lucian is about to back, and the Jinx is about to push in this wave that has a siege. So that might also take part in the CS gap, because it's the tiny leads that actually make the mid game a lot more different.
missing like 2 siege minions around 80 gold, right? So, like, imagine
Depends on what creep you.
the siege minion. The siege minion is around 42, 43.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
missing
something
2 of those
like
like 80. Missing a entire wave with a siege minion. Like example, losing it to tower is around 60, 90, 120
Anyway, the game
gold.
is about to resume, and we'll
Okay.
give our last shout out. Hello from Tessawu. I love you, Kyle. Sweet. I roll. Goodbye.
So, wait, there's more. There's also so you forgot me Motos and my cat ears. Damn.
Yeah.
Gotta get the full costume next time.
That was not part of the shout out, but I'm gonna let that one slide.
Okay, what's happening here is that there's a huge wave pushing against bot lane, and Lee Sin is under a ward. So there might be a counter gank here.
They're waiting for the dive. Gagdas is waiting patiently. Will they
You
take
see-
the bait? They're taking the bait. And the fuse.
I'm not sure if it was a good idea just for Lee Sin to stay and try to like dive, because he would have been easily countered danced by Gragas. And aside from
Yeah, that is true.
Gragas wasn't there, you still have to consider the tower does a lot of damage, and none of them had any armor or anything on top of that.
What they should have done is they should have just forced them out and then went for the dragon.
So once again, you could see that Syndicate is aggressively warding. Well, was aggressively warding. A while ago, I saw 1, 2, 3, 4 wards, I think, from Syndicate deep in the blue team jungle. There's
And you also have to consider the ward that Vladimir placed near the blue.
yeah, that actually
Yeah, that
yep, that actually maintains.
thing to note though is the Fizz is 20 CS down. And with his early build, the fact he's going for Morel and Omicron, which is the power spike is okay, but I would have preferred it because that way you can duel better with the Captain and not rely on your E and Q.
But in some cases, I thought it would have been like a good, like if you're trying to analyze it in terms of oh wait, never mind. Science
That's just
only
an
on
ult to
top.
get to lane.
Yeah, okay.
And it wasn't just
got all of
lane.
That was a good hassle.
And-
That was a good hustle by Sion.
oh,
Took
now,
out
yeah.
2/3 of Vlad's HP. And
Actually, Dragon's actually getting started under Dragon right now.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
Dragon
true.
area.
This is good. But for
There's
Syndicate.
no vision whatsoever on the from the blue side except
No,
on
there
the
is.
Dragon Pit itself, but there's no one. Wait, the
They
Dragon's
have
about
used
to
the
happen.
back timers. They have used the back timer for this state.
so
Sion's
Sion's at top.
too unhealthy to teleport to this. And the steal is not possible. And that's
First
first
blood
blood.
goes to women and team. That is not what they needed to happen for Team Solo Queue.
And all thing, in retrospect, I have to admit that was a very good steal attempt by Lee Sin. Coupled with the Jinx ult, both junglers actually had a good chance of stealing the of getting dragon, all things considered. And if Lee actually got the dragon, I think that would have been a pretty good trade, if not mistaken.
Exactly. They were level 5, I think, at the time. So it was all about the Smite War at that point.
Yep.
But you have to take into consideration Lee Sin's Q has an execute. Also worth noting that Syndicate really timed that well on the blue side back, considering that the blue side has really poor vision right now, and Syndicate's mega dominating in that area. So the moment they back, Gragas soloed started the dragon, and by the time that the blue side were able to respond to it, it was just too late.
So literally we can see that Syndicate still, despite being down earlier, maintained really good vision control. Lucian taking heavy fire at bot. Braum went to ward. Blue team stepping up their vision game and putting vision in the bottom side of the map.
This is really strange for Syndicate. They're not, they haven't been in a situation where their bot lane is behind. And in their previous 2 games, the bot lane always was ahead.
We're
And
gonna
it's
get
what
that on
carried
top
them.
lane.
Oh, that was a good ulti
Oh!
by
But the Janna
the.
ulti was able to disengage.
Good Janna.
Here's a
However,
TP from this Vladimir.
Teleport from behind.
Even Vladimir.
The TP from Sion is now coming in, and he has his ulti up, and he's about to run in.
And that is a beautiful ulti on the Lucian. Lee Sin catches the Vlad,
Bad.
gets kicked out, does not kill it. Gragas goes out, runs into the Kassadin. Fizz does nothing and backs off. We have Vlad escaping with a sliver of health altogether. Kassadin catching off the Braum trying to clear ward.
Yeah, that was actually really bad.
The Fizz getting tagged by the Q. I don't think they're gonna try and engage that.
Why?
Fizz is very elusive. A fish on the Jinx.
Oh, this is still alive. Why didn't he got one?
Fizz gets the kill on the Janna.
To escape.
Yeah,
They were
Fizz
just
was
waiting
unable
for
to
an
escape.
opportunity. Yeah.
I think that was the correct play from Fizz, considering he used the ulti to zone out the Jinx, since in that situation, there were 5 people collapsing on him on tower, so it was a last-ditch effort which he made it worth, rather than just dying freely.
True. It was either that just accept the fact that you were gonna die, or delay them so much so that like Vladimir could just start farming top again.
Yeah, what happened in that clash was after the blue side made the red side made the play. They were disengaged by the Janna, but the red